Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. TGINF. You got the coffee tasting good this morning. It's pretty outside. It's going to be up to 79, I think, today. It's weird because it was 49 when I first got up. But Joanne said it's going to get up to 79. So looking forward to an awesome weekend. Let's see who we got hanging out with us over here today. We got Mr. John Howard. Good morning, John. Mark's up early. Good morning, Mark. Darren Verge, good morning. Happy Friday to you. Mr. Sharp, how you doing, Lonnie? Larry Galt is here. Good morning. Having Mark up at 4:30. Yeah, some days are like that. He says, Geronimo, Oklahoma garage sale day. Okay, well, happy shopping to you then. Sean's here this morning. Good morning. Mr. Ballard, got something to show you. You may already know about it, but I figure since you're the Raspberry Pi guy, I'll show you something I found that you might be interested in. Mr. Rothfuss is here today. He says, hello from my neck of the woods. Today, Friday, 4/29, high 58. Expected, high 58. I think that's that F and was supposed to be over by the Fahrenheit thing. Anyway, expected low 39, currently 40 degrees. Okay, I see. It's 40 degree and then the F for Fahrenheit. Okay. Missed a space right there, I guess. All right. Gary Hammett. Good morning, Gary. Clyde is here this morning. Good morning, Clyde. Mark says, yeah, woke up at 3:30 a.m. Couldn't go back to sleep. Gonna be a long day. I have many a day like that. Yeah. I surely do. I sometimes I usually go back to bed and try, but you just lay there awake and you're like, yeah, might as well get up and do something. Counting sheep and stuff don't work sometimes. Steve Gronsky's in the house. Good morning, Steve. Appreciate the thumbs up. Jeff's watching over there on the Facebooks. How you doing, Jeff? Kevin Els is here. Good morning, Kevin. Hope you're doing well. Dennis Nolan is here. Good morning. Bruce Foley. Good morning, Bruce. Here's Wild Bill Larison over on Facebook. How you doing? Carl Dahl's in the house. How you doing, Carl? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Mark says it's supposed to be sunny day, 66 for a high. That's good. That's just about perfect, isn't it? Okay, Ryan says, sold a solar job this morning. Woohoo. Working on a contract now. Okay, good deal. Good deal. Let's see. Mary Mallory's here. Good morning. Oh, look who we got popping in. We got the Wolf Man popping in on the session. Hi, Dick. What's going on, buddy? I got just something you already may. Now I'm probably going to have to put my headphones on. If y'all hear too bad of an echo, let me know and I'll great. I got some headphones up there I can put on. Yeah, I got something. You may have already found it. Let's see. Did I say hello to Mary? I don't know if I did. Hello. Good morning, Mary. Let's see. Carl says it's 81 this morning in Leesburg, Florida. Right. All right. I think I'm caught up on the comments. Let me show you what I found. And again, you may already know this, Ryan. Let me share my screen. I've been digging around on this Design Spark mechanical stuff. And this is a Arduino Uno that I got from GrabCab, or no, CAD. What the heck is it called? GrabCAD? Yeah, GrabCAD, I think is what it's called. And then I also have what you might be interested in is I got a Pi.
Nice. And that's a
So,
Pi 4 too.
yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know how much you're wanting to get into this Design Spark stuff, but I thought, well, there you go. That's something right up your alley because I know you were wanting to work on some kind of thing to 3D print something for that or whatever. So
Yeah. No, that'd
anyway,
be good.
they got lots of cool stuff over there. You gotta sign up for an account and stuff, but it doesn't cost anything. So I just thought I would share that with you. It might be something you or other folks might be interested in.
Yeah,
Um,
that's cool.
but yeah, I've been doing a lot of digging in, watching a lot of videos, and just doing a ton of stuff, little exercises and stuff. So I'm going to be really busy here, I think, because I'm gonna if I keep getting good response from folks that are getting something out of those videos, I'm gonna keep doing them. And like I said, I got 1,000,001 things that I can show people how to draw. So, oh, and by the way, I just happened to look over here. Yesterday's you and I think Dennis Nolan were the ones that said, yeah, you probably need to bump up the heat a little bit. So when I ran that, I was running this cube, and it did finish. As soon as I got done with the coffee sessions, it was right about halfway up the X. So this was about halfway done, and I turned that temperature up from 200 to 210, and it finished this perfect. So I thought, okay, since that worked, I'll go back and do these brackets, and I've just got two of the most perfect brackets. I mean, this is the best thing that's ever printed.
Nice.
And so I guess I know now if I'm using that filament, which is the Amazon Basic, I need to run it at 210 instead of 200.
And it changes depending on the spool too. It's never 100% the same. I usually just leave mine on around 210, I think, and it just for all the filaments.
Yeah. Well, I had when I got that, it came on the little card. It had the Creality slicer. That's what they call it, Creality slicer. So I had been just using everything just like the settings that because you select the Ender 3,
mm-hmm.
and that's what they suggested: 200 for the nozzle and 60 for the bed. So that's what I've been using, and so far it's worked until I swapped those spools. But anyway, really excited about that, and these fit perfect. And because I ran them laying down and the stuff's going the right way, I've already popped them on and off of that power supply. It's perfect tight fit, and I don't think I'm going to have to worry about those breaking. So that'll be an upcoming project, and I'll have some more little stuff, and some of it might even include a Arduino Uno. Now that I found that model there, I don't know. I got a couple of them here I've been playing around with, but anyway, let's see. I missed some more folks popping in here. Leo Steger's here. Good morning, Leo. Lou Thomas in the house. Mark says GrabCAD actually has some pretty cool models. Yeah, they have a lot. A lot of those places do now. The Thingiverse and stuff like that is mostly for, or at least I think it's mostly for 3D printing stuff. So a lot of it's a little knick-knack, stuff. But the GrabCAD and stuff, it's those kind of sites are more where they have, electronic components and mechanical components and stuff like that. So Yeah. Mark says, I warned you that you'd be doing software tutorials eventually. Well, I tell you what, I have been having so much fun uh, with this Design Spark stuff because, I'm, I've admitted I love SolidWorks. It is fantastic stuff. When I worked for those, the different sheet metal job shops that I worked for, I mean, it's the stuff. I really like SolidWorks. You can just do amazing assemblies and all kinds of mechanical things, and that's the kind of stuff I love doing. And but you can't, it wouldn't do me any good to say, well, okay, I'm going to start doing some tutorials on SolidWorks because not because I want to do stuff to help the hobbyist type people. And most people are not going to go spend a few $1,000s for one seat of SolidWorks, you know,
Yeah.
to use on their home computer to play around with their hobby CNC or something like that. They're just not going to. But since I run across this Design Spark Mechanical, which is a free download, and yes, it does have some limitations, and I'm going to probably the next video I put out is going to be talking about some of the limitations, but also showing workarounds that you can, there's always a workaround. No matter what they do to limit something, there's usually a way you can get around something. So I'll be doing stuff like that. But I just found that once I found this software and started playing around with it and saw, man, this is really, really cool stuff. And then the more I've looked for videos, the more I've seen, man, there's a big hole. There's somebody needs to fill a gap there and do some decent tutorials because there's so many, there's a few of them out there. And it's not that they're a bad tutorial, they show good stuff, but the dude is either can't, well, one, they're either camera shy and they don't even want to talk during the video. So it's like, the whole video is you watching them move their mouse around and click on this, and it's too hard to follow. I'm like, come on, people, slow down and explain what you're doing and make it where it's useful. And there's just not that many videos out there on Design Spark, so I'm gonna try to show folks what I know and what I learned with it, and I think it's a really really cool thing. Not just for 3D printing, but for um, making stuff on your hobby CNC or whatever. So anyway, let's see. Jim Jones in the house. What's baking today, Jim? You and them dadgum cupcakes you posted the other day. You gotta stop that, man. You're killing me. I'm starting to put all this weight back on, and then there you are doing all these baking photos you posting on Facebook.
Makes a fat man hungry.
Yeah, makes a fat man hungry. That's for sure. Wilson Rubottom in the house. Good morning, Wilson. Clyde wants to know: did you get your T-nuts for the aluminum extrusions yet? Yes, I did. They came in yesterday. They were they were the correct size, not these little dinky ones that I ordered by mistake. And I have not one but two of those touch plate holders mounted to my Avid CNC now, because I made one and it had it was okay, nobody will ever see it, but it bothers me because I know it's there, but it had one little spot where it had a little bit of layer separation, and I'm like, well, it's on the bottom and nobody's going to see it, and it's still a fully functional part, so I'll use it too. And so what I did is I put one of those things on both sides of the machine so I can decide wherever I want. Right now it's on the right side over there by where I turn the controller on. But yeah, those things work great. And of course, now, like I said, I had to order a pack of 20 of those, and I used 4 of them. So So
And you just need to make some knickknacks to go on the side of it just to
yeah,
use them.
that's right. I need to make a little figurine or something and put a base on it with a couple of mounting holes so I can.
You need to print a benchy and whatever other dumb things that everybody prints.
Yeah. That's that's funny. But yeah.
Hey, Larry was saying about the undo button on Design Spark, and Control Z will undo whatever it is that you just did.
Yeah, Control Z, and there's also a.
You can go under the
Let me come back
tree
over
on the
here.
side too, can't you?
Let's see if I just say I want to try to, and I go, oops, I don't mean to do that. This right here, right up next to the save thing, you can see it says Control Z, but if you hit that, that will back up one too. That's what I use. A lot of people like the control, using the keyboard shortcuts and stuff. And I use a few of them, but most of the time I've already got my hand on the mouse and I'm already close to it. I like doing that. So, but yeah, that's where the little hidden undo button is up there in the corner beside the floppy disk symbol. Let's see. Mark says the first letter of the SolidWorks name should be a $. Y'all think Aspire is yeah. And of course, the SolidWorks, there's a reason it costs that kind of money. Is it'll do so many, and really that's just for the basic thing. Because usually when a company buys, like for example, the company I work for right here in McDonald, the sheet metal shop, they bought the base thing of SolidWorks, which is so much a seat, and then they buy the add-on, which is the sheet metal module and the weldments modules, because that's what they did. They ran sheet metal and did welding. So those two add-ons, but all like the other stuff, like if you're a company that makes printed circuit boards or something, you would buy totally different modules. So, and if you tried to get SolidWorks and say, well, I'm going to do everything, I want every single month, there ain't no telling how much it'd be. It'd probably be $100,000 or something. It's just ridiculous, but it's really powerful stuff. So that's why it costs that much. But anyway, let's see. Lonnie wants to know, can Design Spark do what FreeCAD, or is it just easier? Well, I can't really speak to FreeCAD because I have downloaded it, for one, because it's free, and for another, it's part of what I use as a workaround for one of the limitations on Design Spark. But I am not going to try to learn FreeCAD. I don't want to learn FreeCAD. All I do is open it up, import something, convert it, and then it will work with Design Spark, because Design Spark won't work with you cannot import a DXF file, which to me is just mind blowing. I mean, DXF I looked it up. DXF, according to Wikipedia, have been around since December of 1982. So nearly 40 years the DXF file's been around. And why Design Spark doesn't allow for an import using those as a sketch, I have no idea. But they don't. So one of the things I use FreeCAD for is to be able to open up an SVG, and then you can convert that to a step, and then you can bring that into Design Spark. And then there's some other tricks. I'm not going to give away everything, or y'all won't want to watch any of the videos I'm going to be making. But there's another hack where you can, because the way Design Spark works, you can import a step, but it's a read only. But there is a hack to be able to get that step file to unlock it, and then you can modify it as well. And I've tested it. You know, you can go to McMaster Car and just pick random things and then download. You know, you can download either 2D stuff or 3D, SolidWorks files or step files or whatever. So I've already done it with, I went to McMaster Car, I was testing it last night and picked several random things off of McMaster, downloaded the step file, bring it in as a read only, and then I was able to unlock it. So be doing a video on that. In fact, that'll probably be my next video.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to get in there and play with it some more.
You didn't order them by mistake, Dave. You gave yourself an opportunity to use them. Yeah. Well, it's not like I don't have something that these won't work, because these are the smaller ones that work on that little small 20 millimeter extrusion. So yeah, I could use them, but I mean, good Lord, the ones that are, there's like 40 of those in there. So I don't know that I'll ever use that many, but I got them if I ever do. But let's see. Clyde says, I could have sworn I typed extrusion. What did he type? I didn't. Oh, aluminum extensions. I knew what you meant.
It's autocorrect.
Yeah, dadgum autocorrect. I knew what you meant. Okay.
Yeah, I sold a solar job this morning.
All right, tell us about it. You're gonna have to get up on a ladder now.
Job. It's a guy, actually. I did another installation for a couple of years, well, several years back now, and there's a lot of money in death, evidently.
in death?
Yeah.
As in dying?
Has because he has a couple funeral homes, and so I did solar on the one funeral home in like 2013 or 2014, something like that. And now he also has a he just opened up moved his memorials shop where they do the headstones and everything. And so I'm going to be putting panels on the roof of that place. So,
okay,
good deal. Helps Larry, pay for wood for the shop.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Oh,
cha-ching.
Lumber is horrible.
Yeah, you're preaching to the choir now, buddy.
Yeah.
Larry, I'm gonna give you a super fast. I think I know, because he says, I tried moving the model around, but no luck. I was following you when you were softening the edges on the model and needed to move to select an edge, but mine wouldn't move. I'm going to show you real quick, because I bet you I know what was happening. Okay, I'm going to come over here, and just so let me get my this up here, and then let me lock it in. So, because if I don't lock it, it will disappear.
I like that.
Well, if I can get it to work. There we go. There. Okay, so I got it pinned. So now I can click out here, and you'll be able to see the key. So let's say I want to put radius on these corner edges right here, Larry. I'm going to hit select, and of course you have to hit, you can highlight the first one, but then you got to hit control to hit the rest of them. And this is what I think you're probably doing. You notice over here, if you look at my keyboard thing, you see I'm holding control down, and now I'm highlighting that one. Now I'm coming back and I'm highlighting that one, but I can't get to that one back there. I need to spin it around. Well, if I try to spin it while I'm holding that control key, it won't let me do it. So you let off of the control key. Now push the center button on the mouse, spin it around. And now, before you go to hit this, you have to hold that control key down again, because if you don't, it will, remove the other three you've already got selected. So now you can get that fourth one, and now I can let go of the control and spin it back around, and then I can hit that pull and put a radius on there. So I'm betting that that's probably what was happening. You probably had one you couldn't get to, and you have to release the control key to be able to spin it. But then when you get ready to click it, you have to hold that control key down again. Otherwise, in fact, I'll show you what happens. I went back too far. Okay, all right. So we'll highlight this one, hold the control key, highlight that one, highlight that one. Now I'm going to let go of the control key and I spin it around. And now if I don't push that control key back down and I hit that one, boom, I just lost the other three. So that's the only thing. You have to let go of the control key to be able to spin it. But then when you get ready to where you can reach that other one, you got to hold that control key down again so you don't lose those other three. So see, now I would have to spin it back around, hold the control key, and then hit those other three. And then it would, then you can do it like that.
That is one thing I like about Fusion 360 better than I like Design Spark. When you're selecting things like that are that you can't, that you would have to spin it to go see, Fusion 360 actually sees that, and you can click on it through the model.
Oh, okay.
That's one thing I like better about it. But
well, I don't know if have you tried doing it with Design Spark?
It.
See, I just never have tried that. I always spin.
I was looking at it as you were going over it, and it doesn't light up. So you do have to spin, which is no big deal. I mean, that's like a nitpicky, dumb thing, but it does look. I mean, that's one thing that the other one can do. But Mark wants your mini keyboard.
Okay, Larry says, no, I see what I'm doing wrong. I had the pointer on the model while trying to spin. Oh, okay. I thought maybe you were, because like I said, it's a little tricky because you have to be thinking and go, okay, I got to let go of the control key, spin it, but then I got to remember to hold that control key down again, or and that's really frustrating because I've done it where I am doing a whole bunch of edges, like 20 of them or something. And you get to that last couple and you spin it around and then you go to click and you're like, oh, I forgot to push the control. That's how I know that really well, is because it's frustrating when you don't do it and then you wipe out the ones you've already got. Mark says, I need that for my tutorial videos. I'll show you how to do it, Mark. If you want, come hang around after I get off of the coffee sessions. I'll stick around, and if you want to pop in, and I can show you how that works. And one thing you have to do, there goes my time. One thing you have to do, I'm going to get rid of it here, and then I'll put it back on. And this is something that took me a minute to figure out, is you can put it on there, but if you don't download this other little thing that locks it, you see it's on top now, but as soon as I click in here, it's gone. So I can keep putting it on there, but every time I click, and so that wouldn't work. So you have to get this other thing, and then it's a little tricky figuring out how to get it to work. But you hit a pin. Oh, now I've done. You knucklehead, I didn't put it back up there. Okay, so you have to hit the pin. Where'd it go? There it is. And then bring this little pin over here and click on that, and then you see that little red thing. Now it will stay on top. So I like to use this when I'm doing the tutorial videos, because if I forget to say hold the control key down, people can see that I'm doing it by looking down there in the corner. Or there's some things where you do with shift, tab, all these things. But most everything you do, you got your right hand on the mouse, and my left hand is on this lower corner of the keyboard. So that's why I picked the keyboard uh, thing. And you can get different colors and different, you can get a full keyboard if you want. This one, I wanted this one because it just has the mouse and like the left half or so of the keyboard, which is basically what I use. Uh, yeah, yeah. I mean, you might as well. You're up anyway, right? It's not like you're gonna go take a nap or something.
West Coasters.
Larry says, "Wow, pays to ask. 2 problems solved." Yeah. Well, I hope that helped you, Larry, because maybe even though I was showing you what you weren't doing, you still was able to see what you were doing. Funky. But anyway, well, I guess we'll get off of here. Ryan, thanks for popping in here, man. It's fun to have somebody to talk to instead of me just talking to myself.
I was in the office this morning, so when you said that you wanted to show me something, I figured I'd jump in.
And if you want those that Raspberry Pi or that Uno thing I got, I could send you that one. I mean, you can go get them off of GrabCAD yourself, but I could always send it to you. I think it's small enough I could send it through the email or whatever.
Either way, it's fine. I can always get that GrabCAD too. I mean, it's free. So,
but I can tell you, you'll probably if you're going to be playing around with this Design Spark, you'll probably want to get a GrabCAD account just because there's lots of cool things. And then there's also, you have to create, and again, it's free, but you have to create an account or sign up or whatever. Because like right here, if you go to this thing here and you click about Design Spark, you can see right here it says, well, I can't read it without my glasses, but it says this copy of Design Spark Mechanical is licensed to Dave Gatton at GarageWorks CNC. Well, I didn't pay anything for it because it's a free version, but you still have to register. And then from what I've understand, they also have it's free to use, but you don't have to have an internet connection as far as using it, but you do have to be connected to the internet like every 30 days, because it says they'll check every 30 days to see if you still got it on your computer or seeing if you're using it or whatever. And then if not, then they can turn it off somehow and make it not work. So, but you don't have, it's not like Fusion 360 where you have to save stuff to, that other server in the sky, But anyway, it's pretty awesome stuff, and I'm pretty excited to be playing around with it. I've drawn a ton. You guys wouldn't believe the stuff I've drawn just the past few days. I'm going crazy. I can't stop. So, and I've already thought of a couple of things. I wish. Hey, Poot's in the house. How you doing, Jim? I don't see him this morning, but I was hoping Rob Schuster was going to be here this morning because I had a question for him, but I'll catch him, or he might answer it in one of his videos. I'll have to go back and watch him. Yeah, it's awesome stuff, Jim. You will like it. You will like it. If you're just getting here, Jim, I was just showing Ryan that I got from GrabCAD. I know you're an electronic guy. Here's a Raspberry Pi, and then they have the Arduino Uno models on there. And this stuff's super easy to use. So anyway, I'm going to sound like a Design Spark commercial. Oh, shut up. All right, we're going to get out of here. Everybody have an awesome Friday. Thank you for popping in here, Ryan. You're welcome
no
anytime.
problem.
And, you're part of the team. I can't stop you from coming in here. So
you can kick me out of it
this morning. And hang around if you want. We'll chat a while. So, all right, everybody have a good Friday. We will see you later. and see you on Monday, I reckon. Bye.
See you Saturday night.